Okay, so I'm Coach Angie, and I'm going to be showing you your full body workout. For this workout, you are going to need a mat. You're also going to need some weights. And for this workout, I recommend that you start with some some medium weights and some light weight. So, for example, let's say your light weight is 5 pounds and your medium weight is 8 pounds or so. So somewhere around there. And then make sure that you're wearing some athletic shoes and you have a small something to eat before you get going. Make sure you have your water, and we're gonna get started. So I'm gonna show you your warm up, and then I'm gonna show you your workout. So your warm up is going to start with some arm circles. So you're gonna bring your arms forward and back. And you'll do this about 10 times. So we're just warming up the shoulders and breathe. Always keep the abdominals in, and then you're gonna go back. So reach up and back. Just again, warming up the shoulders. And you're doing 10 of these. Good job. And then you're gonna do a torso rotation. So you're gonna rotate, make sure that when you rotate, you're lifting up the heel, rotating the torso or the waist all the way to the right and left. And again, you're doing 10 on each side. One more on each side. Now you're gonna do some hip circles. So take your feet out wide. You're gonna push your hips forward, out to the side, and around. And you may feel or hear some snap, crackles, and pops in those hips. So just keep working through it. You're gonna go 10 circles one direction and 10 circles the other direction. So we're just opening up the hips, the hamstrings. One more. And then switch. So I'm just gonna go the other direction, all the way back and around. And again, you're doing 10. One more. And 10. Good. I'm gonna turn to the side. You're gonna place your hands on top of your knees and you're gonna do some cat-cow. So you're gonna round through the spine, tuck the belly in, chin to the chest. Inhale, flatten the back. Exhale, round. So here we're just waking up the spine and the abdominals. And again, the magic number is 10. And you're just gonna go back and forth. One more. This time come all the way up. And then last, you're gonna go into some squats. So feet are about hip distance apart. Your toes are facing forward. If you find it more comfortable to squat with the feet slightly out, that's okay. So you want to balance your weight from your heel to the front of the toe to the baby toe. So try to press your heel down, press your big toe down, press your little toe down, and create like a tripod with your feet. From here, you're going to sink those hips straight down and come all the way up. So if you can, see if you can get those thighs about parallel to the floor. If not, that's okay. And you just want to sink straight down, nice and slow. So we're just activating the muscles that we're going to be working. Good. Again, 10, one more. And up. Very good. So that is your warm-up. We're going to get started with your actual workout. And like I said, you need 5 to 5 to 8 pound weights, depending on your level of fitness. I always recommend that you start off light, get the movement down, and then once you feel confident with that movement and you feel like you can do that movement well, you can always add weight. So the first exercise we're going to do is the squat. So again, we just did this one, feet about hip distance apart. Now you can put your weights to the side. I like to place them on top of my shoulders. I just find it a little bit more comfortable. You're going to do 15 squats. So you're going to sink down, 1. Again, also make sure that you don't bring the knees over the ankles. You want the knees to track pretty much in line with the ankles. Think about sitting the hips down like you were about to sit down in a chair. And I'm still maintaining my balance between my toe, my big toe, my pinky toe, and my heel. I breathe in when I lower and I'm exhaling. Squeezing my quads and my glutes as I lift. Squeeze the quads, the top of the leg, as well as the glutes. Slow and controlled. Back is straight. You're not leaning forward too much. Abs are drawn in, navel to the spine. Good, this should be the last one, 15. And release. Okay, next, you're gonna do jumping jacks. So you're just gonna jump out and in. You can also tap. If you don't wanna do jumping jacks, you can jog in place. You can do a jump rope. So this is just your cardio for 45 seconds. So whatever you do, set your timer for 45 seconds. You can do kickboxing, you can kick, you can salsa, you can do a whole bunch of stuff, but just get your heart rate up for 45 seconds, all right? So you'll need your timer for that next exercise. The next exercise, I'm gonna bring my camera down and you're gonna do a chest press. So my weights are gonna be on both sides. I'm gonna lower down, press my lower back against the floor, and then I'm gonna bring my weights up. You wanna make sure that you keep your lower back pressed into the floor, pull the belly button into the spine, and my weights are in line with the center of my chest. So from here, I'm gonna inhale, bring my elbows out. They're slightly down, not here, but slightly down, kind of making a W. And I'm gonna squeeze my chest as I bring my hands back together. So inhale, exhale. And again, focus on squeezing the chest and really think about initiating the movement with the chest. The arms are just along for the ride. So inhale, lower, exhale, press. Really squeeze the chest, squeeze. 8, 9, and 10. Good. We have 5. So you should start to feel the chest. 4, 3, 2, one more, and 1. Then bring the weights down, and then rock yourself up to a standing position. So we're gonna move forward to do lunges. So I'm gonna bring my camera back up and we'll do some lunges. So when I coach lunges, one thing I like to do is I like to use my mat for cueing. So I'm gonna turn my mat, put my weights down, turn my mat, and your mat can help you with figuring out how far you need to lunge back or step back. So I'm gonna start with both feet in front of my mat. My hands are down by my side, my shoulders are backing down. I'm tucking my tailbone in, so I'm not arching the back. So tuck that tailbone in. You'll feel the lower abdominal engaged there. And I'm gonna take a step back with my left leg behind my mat, drop down, step forward, come together. So step back, drop down, knee is in line with the ankle on that front leg, step together. In and exhale. Now, you're just gonna come down to about a 90-degree angle. So 90-degree angle in the front, 90-degree angle in the back, and step. Now, your lunges are working the top of the leg, that's called your quadricep here. You're also working the glutes, the butt. You're getting a little bit of hamstring work here. And stand up tall, try not to lean forward. Yeah, 5 more, 4, 3, 2 more, 1 more. Good, and then you'll switch sides. So this time I'm stepping back with my right, stepping together. So I like to start a little bit slow so I can really make sure I'm doing the movement right. And then my body, my mind muscle memory begins to click in. And I get to move a little bit faster through the motions, through the movements. I'm still balancing my weight between my big toe, my little toe, and my heel. Good, 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Next, you're gonna do a row. So you're gonna bend over at your waist, and it's very important that, again, I'll show you, you kind of see my back arching. I don't want to do that. I wanna tuck the pelvis in and engage the abdominals. Now here, I'm pulling my chest forward, so I'm keeping my neck in alignment with my hips. I'm gonna squeeze my shoulder blades and then pull the weights towards the same level as my belly button. Keep my elbows squeezing in towards each other and focusing on squeezing the shoulder blades and release. 1, 2. And when you're lifting, you don't want to lift quick. So I go up, down, slow, up, down, slow, up, down, slow, up. So always slow and controlled, up, down, slow, up, down, slow. Make sure you're not hunching those shoulders. Breathe, good. Let's do 5 more. And again, we're doing 15 of all the movements. 2 more, 1 more, and slowly stand. All right, so the next exercise is called a C curve crunch. I'm gonna turn my mat to the side. All right, and you can do this with or without weight. So I'll do the first few with the weight and then the second half without the weight. So you want to try to keep the thighs squeezed together. You want your body to sit up nice and tall, and even just holding this position here, you should feel your abdominals engage. From here, you're gonna kind of act like someone punched you in the stomach and you're like, oh, that's your C curve. From here, cross those arms, you're gonna lean back and lift. So it's a really small movement. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Again, you're doing 15, and really think about squeezing the abdominals. Now, if you want to try this with the weight, you can grab your weight, Place it on top of the chest, and you'll really feel the difference there. Inhale and exhale. 5. And you're gonna shake a little bit like I am. That's okay. That's how you get stronger. And 1. Good job. Next, our tricep kickbacks. So you'll grab your dumbbells once again, and you're gonna come back into that bent over row position. Again, tucking the tailbone under or in a little bit to keep the back flat. Roll the shoulders back and down. Push the shoulder blades down. Go into your row, and this is your beginning position. Squeeze the elbows in towards each other. From here, you're gonna start at those arms at a 90-degree position. So you're not here. That's where we start. So you're gonna squeeze the back of the arms, lift, straighten those arms, bend back to a 90-degree position. Straighten, squeeze, and release. Straighten and release. Straighten and release. Squeeze. This is 5, 6, 7. Keep those elbows lifted. 8. You should really feel those arms right about now. Good. And one way to know that you have good weight or you've chosen the right amount of weight is that the last, I would say 3 should be they should be really, really hard. Like you feel like you can't do them, but you can. One more. And release. So that's a good way to gauge if you are lifting enough weight is the last 3 should feel pretty challenging on a scale of 1 to 10. It should be close between an 8 and a 9. Okay, next, bicep curls. So I'm gonna stand to the side. You want to, again, tuck that tailbone under, engage the abdominals, navel to the spine, arms are down by the side. Squeeze your elbows into the waist and pretend that someone's holding your elbows in place and they can't move. So you're gonna squeeze your bicep all the way up, curl it to top. Keep those elbows locked in, slowly release. Up, squeeze, slow release. Up, squeeze, slow release. Up, squeeze, slow release. So notice that my elbows are not moving from their spot. And what I mean by that, they're not doing this, right? We don't want to do this because the bicep's not doing anything. You're going to feel a lot more. You're going to work the bicep a lot more by locking those elbows in place. Up, squeeze. Up, squeeze. Keep the body tight. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Really slow. All right. And then you're gonna go back to your cardio. So again, that can be jumping jacks. If you have a jump rope, you can jump rope. You can run in place. You can do some, I said salsa. I guess that's how you do it. You can do some kickboxing. So whatever you want to do that gets your heart rate up for 45 seconds, make sure you set your timer. All right, and then we're gonna finish back up on the floor with a bridge. So you're gonna get back on the floor. And I'm gonna keep my weights nearby. I'll show you how to add weight, but I'll start with showing you how to do this movement without the weight first. So you're gonna lay all the way down, press your lower back down, hands are down by your side. Your feet are about the same distance as your hip bones. From here, I'm balancing again my weight between my big toe, my little toe, and my heel. So I'm gonna lift my hips up. So this is called a hip extension. So my hips, which are here, are extending, they are opening up, but I am flexing the the hamstrings and the glutes. So my hamstrings are working, my lower back is working, my abdominal is working, my glutes are working, and then I lower down and up. So one thing you want to make sure is that you don't come all the way down. So notice that my butt is not going all the way down to the floor. So if you want to make this more difficult, you can walk those heels further out, bring the toes up, and you're gonna feel this a little bit more in the hamstrings. Again, I'm not hitting the floor, I'm not going all the way down. And then if you want to add some weight, I'm just placing my weight right on top of my hips and then I'm lifting. So it's just adding a little bit more resistance. You're doing a total of 15. And lift, lower down. All right, so those are all the exercises. So to start off, you're gonna do each of those exercises twice. You're gonna do this in a circuit format. So what that means is that there's 10 total exercises. You'll do each of those exercises 15 times with the exception of your cardio, the jumping jacks or whatever you choose to do, which will be for 45 seconds. That's to get your heart rate up. So once you cycle through all of those 10 exercises, take a 1-minute break, walk around, get some water or jog. You can do active rest. So that means that you're kind of letting the heart rate come down a little bit. You're taking a little bit of a break, but you're still moving. Okay, and then you'll repeat all of those exercises again. Now, you want to transition from one exercise to the next with as little transition time as possible. So you want to make sure that whatever weights you choose, you have everything set up. So you can start with the squat. When you're done with that 15th rep, you do your jumping jacks for 45 seconds, get done with that, get ready, go into your chest press, and that is also going to keep your heart rate up as well. So have fun, make sure you put on some fun music with this workout, and yeah, we'll be progressing this. So you'll be working on this for the first week, and then the next week I'll show you how to make it a little bit more challenging so that you can keep getting stronger and more fit. Peace and God bless.